This is the Xiaomi 17T and the Xiaomi 17T Pro. Now on paper, both of them look like great phones, which is exactly the problem, because if you walk into a store and see both of them side by side, you're gonna stand there for a very long time. So in this video, I'm gonna do the work for you, because you'll know exactly which one is worth your money and which one you should probably skip. So watch first and buy smart. Now before I go into the details, just so you know that both phones share a lot of the same DNA, the same Leica camera system, the same Gorilla Glass 7i, the same IP68 rating, same HyperOS version 3, and both gets 5 years of OS updates plus 6 years of security patches. So now let's talk about the difference. Now let's first start with the first thing that most people feel, because before they even turn on the screen, you would notice the size. Because the Pro comes at a 6.83-inch display, so it is quite big.
That's what she said.
So if you regularly watch YouTube videos on bed, or scroll through a lot of content, or use your phone as a secondary screen when you're traveling, especially on a plane, you are definitely going to love this. But if you ever complain that your current phone is too big to use with one hand, or barely fits in your jeans pocket, then the standard 17T comes with a very refreshing screen size at 6.59 inches. So this is going to feel a lot more natural, while it is compact for today's standards, but that is the real advantage when using this daily. Next, the cameras, because both phones have the Leica Summilux lenses. Both has a 50 megapixel main, a 50 megapixel telephoto lens with a 5 times optical zoom. And this is something worth highlighting, because previously the optical 5 times zoom was only available on the Pro, but right now it is available on the standard as well. And this of course has a 10 times lossless zoom, and it also has a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. So on paper they are nearly identical, but the differences matter depending on how serious you are about photography, because this Pro runs on Xiaomi's Light Fusion 950 sensor and is using a 1/1.31 inch ultra large sensor with an aperture value of 1.67 and a 13.5 EV dynamic range. It also has the new LSC coating technology, which in translation means that it will help to reduce haze and the light scattering in a bright or a backlit scenes. So you can think of it of wearing a pair of anti-glare lenses for your camera. And this coating is something that even flagship phones like the iPhone 17 Pro and the S26 Ultra still struggles with, as you can see the comparison footages between those flagships and this Xiaomi 17T Pro side by side. Then the standard 17T uses the Light Fusion 800, and it has a 1/1.55 inch sensor with an aperture value of f1.7. Still very solid for a phone within this price range, and more on the price later on in this video. But the Pro lets in more light. But where the Pro really pulls ahead is video, because it can do 4K up to 120 FPS. But the standard 17T gets 4K 60 FPS. And that's a big deal if you shoot cinematic content. Then the Pro also supports log video recording up to 4K 60 FPS, and both has a variety of portrait focal length range of 23mm, 28mm, 35mm, 46mm, 75 and 115mm. So if photography and video are a big part of your life, then yes, the Pro definitely gives you more room to grow. But if you want to just get consistent shots throughout, and you want to use it for social media, hobbies, or even family memories, then the standard 17T does that very beautifully. Now, quick pause over here. I know you're thinking that, Adam, just tell me which one to buy lah. And I hear you, and I'm getting there, because the next two sections are the one that really is going to make the decision for most of you. So stay here with me. But if you guys are finding this video helpful, do give this video a nice big thumbs up to tell the people running the YouTube algorithm that this video was good for you. And a subscription will be extra lovely too. So thank you, and thank you very much in advance. Now on to the performance. Now the Pro is running on the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 chipset. Now this fact is very interesting, because usually the T series comes with a generation behind when it comes to the chipset. So this year it actually comes with the latest flagship chipset, the first time on a T series, and it comes paired with the Xiaomi 3D Ice Loop cooling system. And what does that mean, or translation, is the fact that the phone stays cool and stays fast even with a very heavy load. So if you're a mobile gamer and if you edit videos on your phone, or you don't want your phone to slow down halfway throughout your day, day, then the Pro is built for that. Then the standard 17T has the Dimensity 8500 Ultra chipset, which is still a flagship grade chip, so still smooth for everything you do daily, social media, streaming, Grab, banking apps, all of it. But the display also reflects the difference because the Pro runs at 144 Hz, where the standard 17T runs at 120 Hz. Now both look great, and for an untrained eyes, you won't notice the difference, of course, especially if you put the same wallpaper, but it is a different wallpaper as you guys can see. But if you compare side by side, the Pro definitely feels slightly more fluid. Then we go into the section that honestly closes the deal for most people, which is the battery. Now the Pro packs a massive 7000 milliamps of silicon battery with 100 watts of wired hypercharge and 50 watts of wireless charging. So you're looking at a phone that can easily go through a full day of heavy use and still have juice left by midnight. Then the standard 17T gives you 6500 milliamps of battery with 67 watts of wire charging. Still very good for a phone within this price range, but this does not have wireless charging, so keep that in mind. So both phones will last you the entire day or even more, but if you're constantly using your phone, you're constantly traveling, or someone who just forgets to charge, then yes, the Pro 7000 milliamps of battery will give you the extra peace of mind. And the 100 watts charger is also in the box, which means that if you do need to top up, you won't be waiting around. And the standard 70T comes with a 67 watt charger, so it is still fast but not as fast. Now before we go into the verdict, remember how I said earlier about how both phones have the same DNA, right? Well, let me quickly run through what both phones nail equally well, because I don't want you walking away thinking that the standard 17T is a compromise, because both phones has TUV Rainland quadruple eye care certification, and that is the industry's first. And how it works is very simple, because it covers low blue light, it also is flicker free and also circadian friendly as well. It also has intelligent eye care as well, so if you stare at your phone the entire day, which let's be honest, we all do, right? Both displays are great and is also very easy on the eyes. Now both also has a 3500 nits of peak brightness, which is on the custom M10 panel, so outdoor visibility is excellent. Now both are also IP68 rated, and both also comes with a charger inside of the box, which is a nice touch for us Malaysian and anybody who is here buying these phones. Now if you want a written version of this video, we do have one at our website at www.adamlobo.tv. Links to the website will be down below, where we also have some daily tech news and some tech tips over there too. Alright, so here's the verdict and the best answer before we get into the price. You should get the standard 17T if you want a compact phone that is comfortable to use with one hand and you're not a heavy gamer or a content creator, but you want flagship Leica cameras without going all the way up when it comes to the price. But you should get the Xiaomi 17T Pro if screen size matters to you and you watch a lot of content on your phone and you want the absolute best camera and video performance that this series or this particular price range has to offer. Now if you're a gamer, a power user, or someone who really loves to push their phone, or if wireless charging is already part of your routine, and if you want a 7000 milliamps of battery that you almost never have to think about charging. Now obviously there's no wrong answer over here, because both phones are very well rounded, but Xiaomi's whole pitch for this series is the fact that it is a balanced flagship, and honestly they pulled it off on both models. So it does come down to how much that you want to invest and what kind of user you are, as the Xiaomi 17T starts at 2,399 ringgit and the Xiaomi 17T Pro starts at 2,899 ringgit. So yeah, let me know which one do you prefer and which one you're planning to get, and remember, buy smart.